And it's a very special day.
Yeah, because we are going to have Anime Club, right?
No.
So we're going to have Anime Club, right?
Wait, what?
What?
We going to Anime Club?
We're going to an Anime Club with my anime, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see
thought
what
I
you
fucked
did
up.
there. Yeah.
What the fuck,
I was
Garnt?
like, wait, that's the next episode, right?
Me and Joey genuinely looked panicked.
Yeah.
We're like,
I
what?
was like, guys, pick up what I'm putting down.
I looked over at Connor like, does he know?
He doesn't know.
Anime Club?
No.
He doesn't know.
That's next episode. We're doing Anime Club with Garnt. Well, we did a very special Anime Club just yesterday with your anime.
Yes.
You rented out a fucking cinema.
Yes,
Not
I did.
just any cinema.
One of the best cinemas.
This is one of the nicest cinemas in all of
It
Tokyo.
was really nice.
As an avid cinema goer in Japan, I always love to get to go
How do
there.
you rate it as an avid cinema goer?
I like the seats and the actual cinema itself. It's
Yeah.
probably the best layout, I think, out of most of them. Actually, one of the okay, but the concessions are mid.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Go for it, Nabi. Go.
Yeah, Nabi, what's
Yeah.
up? Oh, yeah, we've got our
Go
sponsors.
for it.
Gamer
Yes.
Subs.
Damn yourself.
I feel like there's very important with the cinemas. There is the part in the cinema and the concessions and their options and what they give you and how good the popcorn is.
Yeah, you fucking waited in line for like how long?
Yeah.
To the point where Garnt and I looked at each other in cinema like, is this motherfucker going to be late?
No.
Because he's getting popcorn
again
for an 18-minute anime.
I just feel so wrong being in a cinema not eating popcorn. And so I really wanted to get popcorn, but problem is right now in Japan, Demon Slayer is
Everywhere.
And the cinemas in Japan, I know you guys wouldn't have noticed this, they changed the lining up process. It used to be that each register would have a line. And all the cinemas agreed for some reason they were going to do this horrible way. And I know that it probably is better, where they make one giant line for all of the registers.
Yeah.
But what I feel like it ends up doing is that it makes you feel like you're in a longer line.
It feels like you're at an airport.
Yeah, and then also, sometimes if you get there early, I don't mind lining up in a longer line or being in a slower moving line. But if I'm like cutting it close, I want to be in the shortest line. And so I'll scope out. I'll be
And
like,
you were
this.
definitely cutting it close.
So I went in the longest line and we cut it close, but we got a popcorn and I wasn't late. I got there just in time.
Well, technically you were late.
What?
Yeah, because the screening started 10 minutes late.
Yeah, the screening started 10 minutes late.
Why? For me?
Yeah, we're waiting for now.
Okay, I was going to say. I was
Like, some fuckers are still buying popcorn. We're going to have to cut it back. Sorry, guys.
Well, here's what I figured. I figured that when I was in the line, it said 35-minute wait. I was like, okay, if I am late, either someone will message me or someone from Geeks Plus will grab me.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any of those things happen. So I was like, I'm going to keep
It was
lining
a
up.
35-minute long wait
Dude,
in
if
line.
someone told me, if I got into a line for popcorn and someone said, it's a 35-minute wait, I'm not going to go on that line.
Yes.
Well, okay, Joey.
I'll be like, fuck this. I'm
in
gonna
it
be
for the
right
love of the
back.
game.
Just a note, I did ran downstairs and I'm like, where is this?
Yeah. Nabi and Masa were shitting bricks. They were like, where half of our guests are not here.
I was in the transceiver. It's like, Masa, do you know where Connor is? We're about to start.
Well, there was other people like Maylene and other Geeks staff members were just there chilling.
Yeah.
And not in the line. They were just waiting. And I was like, oh, I must be there.
Well,
but-
there were staff members because there were staff members in case anyone needed Geeks Plus attendees there.
okay, I see.
I guess I'll tell the full story from the beginning. Obviously, I premiered my anime for the first time and
I got
only
sidetracked. I
time
got
that is going to
sidetracked,
happen in Japan. And I premiered it at the Grand Cinema Sunshine in Ikebukuro, which I'm happy. That was like one of my. I think I've been there before, but I forgot how good the cinema was.
It's a very fancy lobby when you walk in.
I was like, holy shit. The first thing I noticed when I walk in is just, goddamn, this fucking Demon Slayer like exhibit right in the center with like a massive Tanjiro there.
80% of the showings are Demon Slayer.
Yeah. It wasn't only that. Did you notice the thing that was hanging from the ceiling?
Yes.
It was like the Infinity Castle, I think it was, or whatever it was just there's this giant structure.
They commit. They commit to Demon Slayer in this country.
Yeah, I was like, people were taking pictures next to Tanjiro and stuff, and I was like, we rock up and we're like, all right, everyone move away from Tanjiro now. We're gonna set up our small little Geeks Plus barn booth right here, right next to Tanjiro. Get away, Demon Slayer.
I mean, to be fair, in a sense, that is a massive flex. To say that I fucking premiered my movie next to Demon Slayer.
I mean,
That's kind of dope.
I knew I was only going to do this like once because I only had the budget to do it once. So I was like, okay, if we're going to do it, initially we were going to book out like a free theater with that Katakawa owned, which we didn't have to pay any money, and we would have had to gone out like 45 minutes out of Tokyo or something, and I was like, no. If we're doing this once, let's see if we can do this like actually in the center.
Is that the one in Tokorozawa?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, let's see if we can get something more central. And the first issue we came across was no cinema would give us space at all because Demon Slayer. Because Demon Slayer is like, I'm pretty sure if we had the second coming of Christ and the second Demon Slayer movie was airing, Demon Slayer would get like Christ would like put to the side to make room for like the Demon Slayer.
It's like, J-Man, I need you to chill because Demon Slayer's playing right now.
It is not an exaggeration. Like just the amount of times they're playing it is like, I think from when obviously I go and book these quite often. It is like they are playing double the movies they normally do. Like just straight up double the amount.
Yeah.
Because they are every single fucking minute they can play a Demon Slayer movie. They are playing a Demon Slayer
My
movie.
local cinema has 10 rooms, like 10 cinema rooms. And I believe the last time I went a couple of weeks ago, 8 of them were Demon Slayer all day. All night.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, why am I here?
Because normally they would have to pick like, a couple of movies and they could play them be 3 times a day. And they'd have to be a bit quite selective about the times. But yeah, the Demon Slayer one, they run it from dusk to dawn.
Yeah.
It just plays.
And they're full. All of them are full.
Full. They're all full. Sorry, carry on.
They are all full, which is why we had such big trouble getting cinema space. But we had this one day that we had to book like, I think like 2 months ahead to be like, just give us one theater. And I didn't realize when we booked it just how cool the cinema was. I remember when we rock up upstairs, I'm like, yo, no way, there's an actual red carpet. I wore this suit for a reason. Hell yeah. So rock up, we set up the booth, and obviously it's a different vibe than when we were doing like our live shows, because obviously we do our live shows before, and I've been nervous before. But this is like a different kind of nervousness that I had before. It's so weird. Every time, you guys have probably seen this. Every time I'm nervous, I always just like walk around, right? And before the Trash Taste show, I had plenty of space to do that in the green room. But here at the cinema before the showing, I was like told to sit down. So I was just in my seat, just constantly I want to get up and walk. I want to get up and walk.
Didus and I noticed that as he was like, you were pacing back and forth. And then I think Didus was like, man, he's even got like the director arm. Like he's walking around with like the director arms. He's like pacing back and forth, being like, oh man.
Nice.
Yeah.
So dope.
Yeah, but obviously you guys come and we do like some pre-interviews. My parents and Sydney were meant to come about the same time as you guys, but they went to the wrong place.
Oh shit.
I think I was first there.
Yeah, you were actually first there.
I was like,
just
what's
rocked
up?
up in a suit.
Yeah, I rocked up in a suit. I stood out so much.
And I clearly missed the memo.
Yeah, Joey. You got to wear a suit for a premiere, Joey.
First of all, you guys can come in a taxi, so you got it easy. I have to travel an hour to get to the cinema. I'm not wearing a suit in this fucking heat. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was
I
like,
would look good for my boy.
I dressed up for the occasion, but not in a suit. So.
okay. No, because I was like, I kind of realized before, I didn't put a dress code out there. It wasn't like a black tie.
I'm the one who suit pilled everyone.
Yeah.
I told everyone, anyone who, actually, I didn't tell people, but if people asked me, I was like, it's suit.
Yeah.
It's a suit.
Yeah, cheers for that.
Yeah.
You didn't ask me. So Geary asked me, Emily asked me, I was like, it's a suit vibe.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then Didus was like, I don't own a suit. I was like, how do you not own a suit?
The moment Didus walked in the room, I was like, oh, thank God. I'm not the only
Because
one.
he doesn't own a suit. He doesn't own a suit. You got to own a suit.
Yeah,
I couldn't believe it. I was like, this is your excuse. Get a suit.
Yeah, because I think it was literally the week before, because we were doing the dub, and I think we were having the voice acting recording session with Alex Lee.
Yeah.
And he just casually asked me in the recording session, so do you know what you're planning for your premiere yet? And I just like, wait, I need to think about that. Wait, oh shit, it's a premiere. Oh shit, I want to know what I'm wearing. What is everyone else thinking?
I loved your suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is when I realized I was talking to people, and this is when I realized Connor had suit pilled everyone to be like, yes, all right, we're all suing and booting.
You got to suit up.
Like Emily had gotten her dress, and for some reason, this is just my mind works weird because Sydney had like prepared her dress like fucking ages ago, and Sydney looks fantastic on the night. She came up, and I loved her dress. I helped her pick out her dress, but for some reason, Sydney sorting out her dress didn't like click mentally that I was like, I need to sort something for myself as well. So I pick up like a new suit literally the day before, just because we didn't have time. And
Looks great though.
oh, thank you.
You look really
I wanted to do something that was not, typical.
It gave Southeast Asian vibes.
Yes.
The suit.
Yeah.
It gave
Thank you.
Southeast Asian
Yeah.
vibes.
It worked well with your skin tone.
Don't think I can pull off the color.
No,
Yeah.
me neither.
It's like burgundy.
It's burgundy. Yeah, I
darker
just
brown.
like I just wanted to try a new color other than black.
I like
or
it.
it looks
navy.
good. It looks
Yeah,
really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was
Yeah.
fitted very nicely.
Yeah.
Thank you. I got that literally the day before the premiere. So yeah, happy with that suit. So yeah, we rock up, and yeah, this was just a different kind of nervousness because with Trash Taste Tour, obviously I had you guys to back me up, right? But with this one, I was like, number one, this is just me. This is just me out there. So I guess kind of with like your kind of like with your events, with your like charity auctions, for example, I'm like, I felt for it. I felt for you up there because I'm like, oh, it's just you up there. You're presenting like yourself, and there's no one to like back you up if the energy comes down. But aside from that, I wasn't nervous about having to perform per se. It was like I knew I was talking about my show. That was easy. It was like, holy shit, this is like 2 years of work leading up to this moment, and the show is the work that I've already done, and all I'm doing is sharing my work. And it was like so fucking surreal just to reach a moment where you don't know how the audience is going to react. You think you like it because you've been working it for so long, but you get to the point where you are presenting your work to someone else for the first time, and you just hope that people are going to understand and see it the same way that you see your own work. And it's just this nerve-wracking moment of just, I hope people understand. I hope people like it. I hope I made something decent, I am going to find out today whether I like it or not. I might have made mid.
Damn.
I mean, as a mate, I like initially when you were doing all this, that was a concern. I was like, what if Garnt makes mid? Like that's gonna
I don't know, hard to tell.
Yeah, I'm like, do I tell you? Like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how to process.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's like so hard.
Yeah.
But I feel like you would know it's mid, and I think I know you, and I know you wouldn't make mid.
Yeah.
Like I know you
Yeah.
have the ability to spot mid.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I know that throughout the process of this, I never had the intention to make mid.
Of course.
But
Does anyone ever have the
I'm
intention?
sure. No, that's the thing. I'm sure a lot of creators. I'm sure no one wants to make mid, Joe.
I mean,
Yeah.
especially when I think one of the biggest challenge of going from being a YouTuber, streamer, whatever it is, when you're mostly working on your own, is to keep that kind of creative control that you have, and what makes that good, and your ability to spot maybe ideas or directions that you should go in.
Yeah.
I think it can be really a challenge sometimes to kind of work with a group on that.
Yeah.
And kind of bring in a lot of professionals who have a certain way of doing things.
Yeah.
But so, I mean, from everything you said, it sounded like that, if anything, like that kind of enabled you.
Yeah,
to
because
do great, even cooler things.
It was just like a lot of pressure, I would say, because I think I definitely felt the pressure of just knowing that, viewers know me for what my career is, which is my opinion about anime and talking about anime.
Yeah.
And there was definitely like a certain pressure there where I'm like, shit, if I make something shit.
Well, you have a harder job.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
The where you have to get to is higher because people have expectations for you and think of you as the funny YouTube man.
Yeah.
And not the guy who makes
Well, not only that, but I think just the fact that Garnt is known to like express his opinions on
Right,
other
and
works,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
So it's
because
like,
you're very-
you don't want to be
yeah.
that guy who's like, very loudmouth about someone else's work
Yeah.
and then turn around and make something similar.
Yeah, because
Worse.
throughout the process of this, I have definitely seen that critiquing something and actually making something is a different skill set.
Oh, absolutely.
yeah.
You can know
Absolutely.
what is good and what works, but then applying that actively is like a new skill set that you need to learn, and it's a different challenge, which is why my first screenplay absolutely sucked. I had all this thing in mind, and then trying to apply it was just totally fucking I totally fucking bombed that.
Yeah.
And then the second pressure was like I had put so much work into filming every part of this documentary.
Yeah, I was shocked by how good it was.
Thank
to
you.
be honest, like
Thank you.
I was like, when it started rolling, I was like, "Holy shit, this is insane!"
This is like an actual documentary.
Like this is like really fucking good. And I was like, so obviously I'd seen Ban quite a lot at this point because we've been working on the dub.
Yeah.
But I hadn't seen any of this documentary, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Holy shit!"
The fact that it was
this is
edited like a
crazy.
Monogatari episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
was
the
like, my
editing,
man.
the flow. I was like, "God damn!" Like,
Very, really, really good.
I went to Muda afterwards. Like, why don't we make shit like this?
Yeah, it's taken us a fuck ton of work, but I would like throughout making the documentary, I was like, damn, am I just documenting my fucking downfall right now? Is this going to be in the most well documented? Like, imagine if I made the anime version of like War of the Worlds or something.
But also, I think that there's a lot of value to a documentary like that.
Yeah.
I think imagine you do the fucking documentary, you build it all up, and it fucking bombs. I would want to watch the bomb.
Yeah.
And like how
I want to be like, I want to know what
like,
happened.
I think it would be one of those things where it's impossible to turn away to watch someone have to kind of go through that.
Totally.
Yeah,
Like that's interesting.
Yeah.
that is interesting. I think that's interesting, but also as
you
a
don't want to
person,
be the guy.
Yeah, I mean, as a creator, I think that'd be hard. But I think as the individual, I think I'd be able to recognize that opportunity, and it would fucking hurt. I think I would capitalize on
It's
it.
cool when it's not happening to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I would cry myself like for like a month, and I'll be like, all right, I can make some banger content out of this. This is gonna be a banger documentary. Just clowning on myself.
I think that's the beauty of a documentary is that like you don't know where it goes when you're filming it.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like it could really just take a turn.
Yeah, there was so many parts during the process of Ban when I just didn't know if it was going to turn out well. Like obviously I've talked about like the creature designs and stuff like that, but before this project, Studio Daisy had not worked on a project of this scale before. So even though I was giving as much direction as I could, there was still like a long period where I was just kind of trusting them to like, oh, make this look decent and make this look good and, make all the emotional beats hit. And there were some points in the process, which you're going to see in the documentary, where I didn't, it's not that I was like, I thought it was going to bomb, but there was some parts where I'm like, I don't think this is as good as I think it is, or as it is in my head.
And that's tough to navigate too,
Yeah.
right?
And then I realized that feeling is just part of the creative process, because there's so much that I had to the creative process is not getting things perfectly the first time. Even working with Kevin, I know how talented Kevin is, but there are even some points with like Kevin's music where I was like, shit, this isn't hitting as much as I thought it would. And this is like no slight at Kevin, because I fucking know how talented he is. And I was like, shit, is this me? Am I the reason this isn't hitting as hard?
I mean, it's because you're, you were in a space where I think it's fair to say that like you're new.
Yeah, exactly.
And Kevin is established, and
Yeah.
Kevin is proving himself to do great work. So it's kind of like that scary moment where you're like, oh, I have the vision for this thing, and what this absolute professional who's proven himself time and time again is given to me is not quite hitting where I need it to. And it's kind of scary having to give that feedback and be like, I think what you did needs to be changed.
I think though that's like incredibly healthy actually for a creative, because it's like you don't want to be one of those like creatives, especially if you're going into it like for the first time, to just like constantly be like, no, this is how I want to see it, this is how I want to do it, and you're just like stuck in your own head. Because I feel like that's where a lot of mid is kind of born, because it's like
you got to be open to ideas.
Yeah, you got to be open to other people's ideas, and then realize
but also
like
know your vision.
Yeah, totally. So I think that's super healthy.